have dialed is not in service at this time.
Hello, and welcome to day 8 of Ease. Today, we are talking about something that is so simple, but very few people do it, and very few people actually take action upon it. So, what we're talking about is knowing where you're going. You wake up every day, and what is it that you are aiming to achieve in your life? What is your end goal? What are you going for? A lot of us really rely on our intuition and our instinct, or we're driven by our needs of stability, certainty, excitement, significance. It really varies for all of us, and we will talk about the 6 human needs in a different video. But today, what we are talking about is, what are you here for? And a lot of people will call this your life purpose. I don't think that this is your life purpose. Your life purpose is not a goal. Your life purpose is almost like a side effect of having balance in your life. And that's why your life purpose will look different for everyone. So essentially, when you are creating a roadmap, I think it's very important to develop an outline or a plan. And for different people, it will look differently. So some people will have charts. Other people are going to have vision boards. And it really is determined by whether you are a visual person, whether you are an emotionally driven person. Maybe something like a scent reminds you of your version of success, and you spray that scent every day and you are reminded of your vision of what you want for your life. But for others, like myself, I prefer to write it down because I love to write. I love to get it out on paper. It's very therapeutic for me. But the first step in creating a vision or an outcome of what you want to achieve is to first just take it in simple steps. So create a timeline. The first timeline you want to have is an 18-month timeline. That is a year and a half out from right now. Where do you want to be? And I'm not talking about setting goals based on external circumstances. I am talking about emotionally. I like to use a framework: health, wealth, love, and happiness. And so these are different categories where you can just take the different elements of your life and break it down into a simple 4-step game plan. And you can do a more intense 8-step program that really is so much more effective than the 4-step. And I get into that in my online course called Potency. Right now, I have it up for $20. You don't have to do it. It's just if you want to. If you like this video and you end up wanting to take it to the next level, then please do that. It's affordable for a reason, because this is the foundation of your life. And you need to know what's going on within your life if you really want to make a difference, be happy, and just feel good about things. So, how do you create this framework of where you're going? What is your destination? You need to map out what you want to be doing and sharing with people in the next 18 months in health, wealth, love, and happiness. And then you need to also create an area where you dive into how this affects yourself and how it affects other people. Then you need to do in 12 months, 1 year from now, what do you want for health, wealth, love, and happiness? And how does it affect you? How does it affect others? Look at both the positive and the negative aspects, because you need to prepare yourself for the challenges that will come up. You will have challenges, and you need to just acknowledge and almost lean into it so that it doesn't throw you off track. Okay, then you need to do 6 months. What do you want for health, wealth, love, and happiness? And have the separate columns, you and them, how it affects you all. And I want you when you're going from the 18-month to the 12-month to the 6-month to always keep the 18-month goal in mind. So you're going to work backwards. You're going to say 18 months. These are the things that I want. So if I want that in 18 months, what do I have to do 1 year from now? Okay, now I know what I need to do 1 year from now. Now what do I need to do 6 months from now? What are my goals? And then from there, I personally break it down into months. What do I need to achieve or do in the next 6 months, broken out by months, working backwards. And then I break it down into week. What do I need to do every week? And then from there, I schedule it in. I put it in my planner. I have separate places where I check off, am I working out every day? And I track it so that I look back and I have a way of knowing, am I doing what I'm doing for my end result that I want 18 months from now? Or am I doing this? Am I not enjoying it? And why am I maybe not doing these things? It allows you to have a better conversation with yourself by asking better questions. And when you are asking yourself better questions about why you're doing what you're doing, then suddenly things just start to unlock for you. Life feels so much less difficult. You're going to be less fearful and scared to do the things that you've always wanted to do. For me right now, that is vlogging. I have been wanting to be a vlogger since I was like, I'm not even kidding, 9 years old, 9, 10, and I would make these films with my cat and I would vlog before vlogging was even a thing. It wasn't to create some outcome. It's because the process of creating is something that brings out joy and happiness within me, and it makes me feel confident. And when I show up to any situation, my energy is different. And a year ago, I did not do this. I did not have this framework. And because of that, it's been very hard to track how I've grown in health, wealth, love, and happiness. And saying things or writing it down retroactively is wrong. And here's why. When you have a track record of where you were at the exact time, you're going to recognize the changes in your mental growth. Your perceptions are different today than they were 6 months ago or a year ago or 10 years ago. And here's why. When we interact with other people, even just by shaking their hand, it actually changes us chemically. And there is a big NPR study about this, about how interactions change you on the microscopic level. And ultimately, all of those micro changes lead to big changes. So if we're showing up and every day we are encountering things that cause us to change on a micro level, then if we do not know where we're going, we could land anywhere. And while that may sound very exciting, the truth is having goals is better than having no goals at all. Here's why. Studies conducted about goal setting found that people who had goals and made them difficult goals were more likely to achieve the goals that they set out or make improvements in that area if they didn't even achieve the goals than people who did not have goals at all. And people who didn't have goals at all oscillated. They did not really change in any way, shape, or form for the better when it comes to what they view as better. So in simple words, if you have goals, you will improve your life, even if it's just a little bit. And if you don't have goals, then get ready to rot in the mud. I don't care if that's not positive sounding. We're not here for toxic positivity. We're here for real growth, real change, and ultimately real happiness. So back to the point of this story. When I was assessing my growth and I did not have this framework to compare where I was a year ago, I felt really unhappy. I felt like I hadn't grown at all. And I felt like I was disrespecting my life. This is all just based on my perception of where I thought I was and where I actually am. And I dove into this feeling for a week and really tried to explore, why do I feel this way? And I went into the 8 categories of my life, and I actually started to get into more detail about what was going on a year ago so that I could really truly understand, had I grown, had I not grown, what is growth to me? And what I found is that I've grown immensely, but I didn't have a system to track it. And that is what was causing me to feel unhappy, because I had no way of knowing, am I making progress or am I not? And it's all based on our moods. There are so many different things that drive our feelings of worthiness or progression. And what most of us default to is looking at our expectations of what we want in our lives and what we thought would happen. And when you solely rely on expectations that live in your mind, then it makes it very difficult to really have an honest conversation with yourself. So all of this is coming out of coaching that I am doing, and it has been so helpful. It has taken so much pressure off of my family and my friends and my relationships, because I'm not looking to other people who don't know what to do and asking them for help, support, and answers. I'm going to a professional who is designed to help people not only get in touch with themselves, but to take that out into the world in a strong, confident way. And that is so game changing. So I highly recommend that you do coaching. And I would like to get back into what I was saying about the goals. The goal is to have you understand the framework of your life, and for you to be able to say, yes, this fits with what I want in 18 months, or no, it doesn't. And that's how you suss out what you will do and what you won't do. And it just makes your life so much easier. It's helped me understand which relationships I nurture and which I say, it's time for you to give back to me, because I can't be giving all the time. So that's today. That is day 8 of ease. It might have been an intense, long video. I hope you watched the whole thing. And I ask one thing of you. I ask you to write down in the comment section one thing that is stopping you from making a plan. And if the answer is fear, tell me why. Tell me why. And see how that comes up this week or over the next few days. And tomorrow we are going to get into your daily schedule, why you need one, and why it's really essential during times of change to have some framework to create a sense of normalcy, so that you can really up-level in the positive ways that you want and let go of the toxic behaviors that come up when we feel fear. Change is scary, but sometimes you can change that into excitement, as I've learned. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this was informative, and do me a favor, please share this with a friend. I've put so much time and energy into creating these videos, and honestly, it's something that has brought me a lot of happiness, because these are things that really have changed my life, and I was really scared for so long to share anything on the internet about what I actually do to live a life that I'm proud of, that I am 100% responsible for. It's something that I feel needs to be shared, because I wish that I could watch these years ago when I was figuring out my life, and I would just really appreciate it. Even if you don't want to share it, at least I would love for you to like this video, to subscribe, whatever feels good to you, to help this video get shown to more people on YouTube who might benefit from it. And if you did not benefit from it, or something hit you the wrong way, leave a note in the comment section. Here's why. I want to know how this comes off to you. I want feedback so that I can create better content. And if I don't ask you for feedback, then I'm never going to get better. So let's keep getting better together. And I will see you tomorrow for day 9. Bye. This is Diya SenGupta from LoveTheAlchemist.com. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for inspirational content that comes out daily. I love comments. I love to hear about what you're looking for. So do not be a stranger. I love you guys.